Hey there, you great people. I hope you're all doing so well. Me not so much at the minute. If you've been watching my videos for the last few weeks, I know the content I've not been putting that much up. I think my last video was 6 days ago. Guess the Canyons of the Bowl winner announcement, and then the video underwater here in the river. I did say on one of my videos, I think it was a shorts video recently, that I'd be in America tomorrow, which would actually be today. However, unfortunately, I've had a bit of a disaster yesterday. If you've been watching the videos, like I said, on the channel and following it, right now I should be sat in Minnesota, America. But instead of sat in Minnesota, America, about 5,000 miles away, I'm actually down by the river where I normally sit. And it's no fault of my own, by the way. I know I promised I was going to America, this and the other, and I've done everything to get there. I'd booked flights from my own county airport of Newquay, Cornwall, to London. London onto Toronto, where I had 15 hours wait. Then Toronto onto Thunder Bay, still in Canada. And then I was being picked up by the wonderful Thompson family and being taken over the border into America, into northern Minnesota, where I was going to stay for 2 or 3 months maybe, yeah. Have a great time, taking a great mountain air, get a little bit healthier, you know, do some shooting, fishing, Lake Superior, all the rest, I promise you. However, yesterday morning, about 3 AM, I managed to get to sleep finally. I got 45 minutes sleep, literally until 3:45 AM. Jumped up, all my case was packed and my hand luggage, everything. Got picked up by my sister's fiance, Dave. He was a great guy, by the way. Got taken down to Newquay Airport for my first flight of the day. Checked my hand luggage in, my suitcase in. I got my boarding passes, went through security, sat down in the departure lounge, ready to get my first flight of the day. And my flight, by the way, was supposed to set off at 7 AM yesterday morning, and it got to 7:25, and then all of a sudden, you know, we should have been in the air for 25 minutes. All of a sudden, 7:25, the woman at the desk in front of us, with the plane sat right in front of me, announced that the flight from Newquay Airport to Gatwick had been cancelled. Completely cancelled for technical issues. Apparently, I found out since it was some sick staff that had not turned up and they didn't have enough on the plane, whether it be the air hostesses or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, and the offer was a refund on the flight or to take the next flight from Newquay to Gatwick Airport. However, the next flight wasn't until 11:35 PM, which is 4 hours 35 minutes after my original planned flight. And if I would have took the offer of the next flight to get to London, I would have been landing at London at 1 PM yesterday, like lunchtime. However, I couldn't do it because my flight from London Gatwick to Toronto was setting off at 12:40 PM. So by the time I got to London Gatwick on the rescheduled flight after cancellation, my flight to Toronto would have already long gone. So I've had to take a refund for now, or I've applied for the refund online today and some compensation. However, that was with the one company for the first flight. The company for the other 2 flights that I was getting with in Canada, there's no money back guarantee on that, so I've lost all of that money, a lot of money for all those flights, the other 2 flights to get to Canada, where I was being picked up and obviously being drove over the border into America for my amazing dream trip, you know, of a lifetime and the rest. However, as the title suggested, I ain't giving up, yeah? I've been looking at flights today. I've put in my compensation to try and get the money back at least for that first flight and a little bit of compensation on top. And trying to get some other money together so I can still make this trip happen, hopefully by June sometime, I hope. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but as you can imagine, after my flight was cancelled yesterday, I wasn't disappointed, I was devastated, I was upset. I was everything rolled into one, you know. And even after the flight was cancelled, my dad was working, so I had to sit at the airport for about another 6-7 hours, waiting for my dad to come 40 miles from where I live right here, down to Newquay Airport to collect me, you know, and 40 miles back up. And the last place I wanted to see is back home, because like I said, right now I should be literally on Minnesota soil 3 hours or something ago from yesterday, you know, on that 36-hour 3 flights, 2 vehicles trip. But I'm back here again. However, I'm strong, I am determined, and I will not give up, yeah? I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I try and get to America within the next month or 2. depending on when the compensation for this first flight comes back. We will see. I might try and get a reaction video up for you for the first time in a good week or two later on, but I'm not promising anything. Like I said, I'm exhausted. I had 45 minutes sleep yesterday morning for my flight, and which didn't happen, and I had 6 hours rest sleep. Yeah, I was this morning from 6 AM till 12 lunch, so it's about 9 PM here now, so it'll be dark in the next probably half an hour or so. But thank you, Phil, so much for still sticking by my channel, for not unsubscribing. Please subscribe if you haven't already, you know. I'm going to get the channel back up and running. I've got to take this as a hit, unfortunately, losing all this money. But it's out of my control. I didn't know they'd cancel the first flight, you know. So have a great evening, day, morning, afternoon, whatever, wherever you are. Thank you all so much. And I will try and attempt to do a guess of candies in the bowl jar video kind of thing, and a reaction in the next couple of days. Let me rest for now, but I'll see you very, very, very soon. And thank you for tuning in. Remember, don't forget to like as well, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you all so much, and much love.